Hello and welcome to all my students back again to the another lecture. We are going to, as I have told you, that I am going to talk about tournament. Tournament. What do you understand by tournament? Tournament is events which are been consistently reoccurring in the field of sports and in the field of sports, where the students are getting an opportunity to show their skills and demonstrate their abilities and physical capabilities. So that is what is known as tournament. Those are called as tournament. Now there are various types of tournament. Likewise, knockout tournament, combination tournament, and league tournament. Now, what are these sort of types of tournament? First, knockout tournament. First is knockout tournament. First is knockout tournament. Second, it's combination tournament. And third is league tournament. Now, what do you understand by league tournament, knockout tournament, combination tournament? First is knockout tournament, where the participants gets a chance only once, only once. Meanwhile, in league tournament, they get a chance as per their as per their fixtures. Leagues get a chance as per their fixture. Combination gets a chance with the combination of knockout and league tournament. Now, this is how we are going to start with one example of knockout tournament. What do you understand by knockout tournament? For example, there are 11 number of participants. 11 number of participants. So, how are we going to seed them and what sort of fixtures we are going to draw? We are going to explain right now over here. There is a lot of confusion that how the bias is being given, how the teams are being splitted. So, I am going to clarify about all these things over here right now. First of all, that knockout tournament. Suppose there are even number of teams and odd number of teams. I am going to talk two things together. First, suppose there are odd number of teams, and then there are even number of teams. So if there are 10 number of teams, total number of matches will be 10 minus 1, which is 9. So we have to subtract 1 from the total number of teams. Suppose there are even number of matches, there are 11, then 1, then there will be total 10 number of matches. Then coming up to giving them byes. Byes and dividing them upper half and lower half. Suppose there are 10 number of teams. So 10 to the power will be 12. There will be no byes will be given as such. There are 10 even number of teams. Then we come up to by to 11 number of teams. Odd number of teams. Odd number of teams we have to divide them as per 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. These are rigid numbers. This is the rigid formula to draw the number of byes. Suppose there are 11. Next to the power of 11 is 16. Then 8 it crosses 16. So it comes up to 16. So it comes up 16 minus 11. So how many number of teams will be getting byes? It will be getting 16 minus 11, which is 5. So total number of byes will be given to the team in the those who are having odd number of teams in the bracket will be getting 5 number of byes over there. So if we deduct this, then if we have to draw the fixture, I will show you how to draw a fixture for 11 number of teams. It's very important and essential. It is 5 mark question which generally comes in the examination to draw the fixture for 5 number. Odd, generally odd number comes because they need to have seen 5 number of to feed the buys in that. So now coming up to the fixtures, suppose we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So we have to form a complete picture over here that how we have to. So total number of matches is equals to 11 minus 1, which is equals to 10. Then total number of teams in upper half and lower half, that comes up with n plus 1 divided by 2, then comes up n minus 1 divided by 2. N in here stands for total number of teams. So over here we'll get 11 plus 1 divided by 2, which comes 6. 11 minus 1 divided by 2, which comes 5. So that means in upper half there are 6 teams and lower half there are 5 teams. So we'll divide it over here with a straight line. This is how you have to attempt this question in the examination, that how we have to split the teams in upper half and lower half. Because I in the near future, in the coming lecture, you will understand why we have to do this. I need to rub this with lack of a space. So if you can understand, I'll share the PPT, or you can pause the video and see that again. That is why I am keeping the lectures on the recording, so that you understand what exactly and where you can pause and you can understand where the stress has been laid. So now coming up to the bias. Now buy comes up with n minus 1 divided by 2. Suppose we have discussed about the total number of teams, which was 16 minus 1, 11, which was 5. So that means 5 minus 1 divided by 2, that means 2, and n plus 1 divided by 2, that means 5 plus 1 divided by 2, that means 3. That means 3 you have to give it in lower half, and this you have to give it in upper half. I'll explain it to you why. Because once you form a bracket, you have to give it in a sequence, that where the buy has to be given, and where 2 buys have to be given, and it has to be given as per the sequence. So I'll come up with a sequence. So first buy needs to be given to the lowermost team of the lower half, bottommost team of the lower half, then B2, then B3, then B4, and then B5. Explanation to this is that first B1, topmost team B2, second buy needs to be given to the topmost B2, then third buy has to be given to the top team of the lower half, then bottom team of the lower half, fourth buy, then again same sequence need to be followed, then again bottom team has to be given, bottom team of the lower half needs to be given the first buy. So that is how you have to need to form a bracket. That means these teams are going to play first matches in the first round, then second round is going to be played with them, those who are getting buys, like this, and then 5 to this, then final match is going to be played by this team. That means B2 qualifies over here, then whichever teams wins over here, suppose team 3 wins over here, I am not writing because it creates a confusion. Whichever teams win from 2 and 3 reaches to play with match with B2, then the team which wins with 4 and 5 reaches to play with team B4 by 1, those who are getting buys. This is how, which creates a complete synchronization and systematic way to appear for a buy, so that it avoids the chaos between the team members, those who are playing the matches. So this is how we cover. The question comes up that prepare a fixture for 11 number of teams participating in a knockout tournament. It is clearly mentioned that what of tournament you are going to play. So this will be a very important question that we are going to come in the examination. They prepare a fixture for 11 number of team participating in knockout tournament. So this is how first complete answer you are going to give in the examination. So this comes for 5 marks. So make sure that you prepare well. Then next are uh, combination tournament and league tournament. I am going to discuss this in the next class, because you understand this first, because it is very complicated to how to give a buy and how to structure a buys. So understand this first, and then I'll cover up in the next class with the league structure. So thank you for being in the class. I'll cover up in the next video. Thank you so much.